Hello again. Today I have a recap of a game against Duncanbor, who also has YouTube channel. You can check him out later. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Anyway, let's get to the game. I think it was a pretty fun one. I got to bluff a lot. He scouted my sergeant, which was great. Now, I figured he may have seen one or two of my videos, so he might know that I like to sacrifice a major. So I decided I was not gonna use that strategy. And so far, I'm just trying to do something on the side. I might do something on the right side later. This is just the beginning where nothing's decisive. I now try to bluff my scout as something strong, and he seems to be pretty happy about it. It seems like one of the pieces here defends his captain, and that's why which told me something. I mean, I got a little bit of intel of that. For whatever reason, during the game, I actually believe this was the strong piece, which became a problem for me, but you'll see about it. What I probably should have done is gone up with my real major to take that piece and then find what it actually is and which one is the strong piece. We did a little bit of dancing with lieutenant and captain, and now I finally decided to do something on the right side. If he had seen my videos, or at least one, he should know that me coming up with my major is pretty normal, so he might put colonels on each side. And I already found one colonel, and I can expect one to be over here, but it also might be something stronger. This might be a general or a marshal. But it also might have all been bluff. It would have been super risky bluff, but you never know. I now got a lot of intel. I mean, I know two of his captains, major, colonel, and also I know that here is a strong piece. We now traded known captains, which is alright, less for me to remember. And what happened during the game was actually pretty funny, because I remembered all of his pieces pretty well, but then a wasp flew in my room through a window, and it started really annoying me. So about here I had to take a minute. About here I had to take a minute to actually get the wasp out of the room, and when I came back I was like, okay, let's go through what I know again. Here is the captain, here is the captain, here is the colonel, here is something strong, and his major was here. So that's why I thought, okay, his major is here, and I want to know what this piece is. So I decided to scout it, and when I did, I was like, wait, his major was here, and then it moved aside, and I was like, oh, stupid wasp. Anyway, not that it was important, but I just thought it was pretty funny. Now, I want to take something with my lieutenant. It's more of in my way than anything else. And I also want to take this captain and get some intel on what one of these pieces is. I believe this was the strong one, so when he captured my major with colonel, I was fairly disappointed. And now I knew this was something low. So yeah, so far I am down to lieutenants and down a major, but I have a lot of intel. He doesn't really know anything except this captain, this lieutenant, and maybe he knows this captain, maybe he doesn't. If he doesn't, he will find out soon. Oh yeah, he should know about this captain already, because now he's gonna scout it for a second time. So me scouting his major twice was... I mean, it's alright, it's a trait. You should note that he has just one last scout left, and I bluffed that this is my strong piece. Now he's coming with his known major to take the trapped captain, but I will be able to bluff him off with my scout, which is pretty nice. Also found a major. And now my captain is really in bad shape, so I decided now it would be a great time to use the scout as a bluff and get my captain out. Also, he now decided to scout my scout, which is great because he now has no scouts and I have 4. He has no intel and I know about a lot of his pieces, so this is a great spot for me. Now, I am very suspicious about these 2 pieces. I don't know what either one of them is, but they're suspicious. I actually thought that one of them was something low, maybe like a lieutenant or a sergeant, and one of them was marshal or general. But yeah. Oh wait, I'll go back for a bit because here it was instructive. He attacked known lieutenant with his known major, and I have it pretty well defended, but I wanted to make it seem like I wanted to run away. So I moved my general so it could move away, which told him, oh, okay, maybe it's not that protected because he knows this captain. He doesn't know what this piece is, but it's on the file where it could get scouted. But since he doesn't have a scout, it doesn't really matter. But he took it, so I was very happy for that. Now I want to go after his major. Also, I have a scout ready here as a good bluff. I mean, scouts are good bluffs because when you lose them, it's like, okay, I didn't want that, but it's not the end of the world. So now I start bluffing. And I want to make it seem like I want to go after his major. Now, he attacked my colonel. I don't know what it is. I still don't know his general or his marshal, so I respected it and decided to scout it. I went slowly, so it wouldn't have given him chance to move this piece and go back with his major. I didn't think he would have colonel or marshal, general or marshal on this spot, so I was okay taking that risk. And now I just want to trade. I'm no longer down a major. I am up major, but I am still down 3 lieutenants. Considering how much intel I have, I think it's alright. I now didn't really know how to progress, so I went very slowly for it. At some point I wanna use something this low, or maybe a surgeon, maybe this minor, to find out what one of these 2 pieces is, because if it would have been his marshal, that would have been great. I mean, finding out the marshal at this position with so much intel already would just create so many targets, so that's what I wanna do. And that's why I went with my sergeant here, and now he took me with his general, which is phenomenal. I now know basically all I need. Well, finding a marshal would be great, but that's okay. Now, what I believe during the game, I don't know why, but I thought he would have unbalanced setup. So I expected a marshal to be here. It's not usual, but I thought that's what he would have gone for. So I was not gonna come with my colonel or general anywhere near here. Instead, I wanna do some tricks, maybe trade the colonels or pick up a minor. And that's actually what happened. Because he doesn't want me to trade the colonels, then he would know none of my pieces. But now he had to, because if he would have moved aside, I would have gotten a minor or got the trade with this colonel. Going up with my minor just to get some intel. I wanted to know if this piece would have taken me, but it didn't, so I was like, okay, let's trade the minor so it's not in the way. I still don't know what this piece is, but I am very suspicious about it, so I went with my scout, and I hoped I would get somewhere over here and then I could scout it, but unfortunately for me he decided to put it back and cover up all of the squares. I thought this was low piece, so I was thinking I could bluff this as a mid piece so he would run away, and that's what happened. And now all I need is him moving the general, and that's what happened. I was very happy to find the spy, and then I was like, okay, let's try this. Yeah, okay. This scout is already revealed, so let's at least get some info. And now was again very important moment. When you get a spy just like that, the logical thing to do, at least the most straightforward thing to do, would be to go with your marshal. So if this was a marshal, going here would be very logical. And the general will now act exactly as the marshal would. It will attack everything it knows, but if something will be marshal, or at least will look like a marshal, I will not want to trade them, because I have the spy. So I now wanted to go up with my general, making it look like, how's it called, as a marshal, and this bluff might at some point be useful against his general. Also, if this was actually marshal, he would have to reveal his marshal, just to make it, just to not lose any pieces, at least not that many, and that's why I did it. But in few moves I will have something of a brain freeze, so yeah, it was about here when he went in with his general. These few moves make no sense. If he would have now taken the captain, I'd be like, oh, what to do? So I am very happy he didn't. It was just a very bad play on my part. Anyway, now I thought, okay, I might actually go again with my general for his general, and with my marshal from the other side, and he will have to guess which is which. Since I already bluffed my general to be the marshal, it's more likely that I'm gonna get it with this piece. And I was thinking that this is pretty good, because I have a 50-50 chance to be absolutely winning, to the other 50 to just trade one of the strong pieces. Yeah, but he gave me the general for free, which is great, because now he has just no chance. If I'll get the chance, I will take his colonel with my general, and if this would be the marshal, then I just know everything I need. I got my marshal centralized, and I figured that I can at some point just trap his colonel. He now moved to 2 pieces. I don't know which one is the marshal. I'm not gonna risk it either way. I wanna go after it. I'm gonna go after it from the other side, but I didn't want to do it now, because when he would attack my general, I would have to move. So I waited for the right opportunity. Now he cannot go to the left because he would be trapped there, and I'd go after it with my general. So he kinda has to go on the right, but that just allows me to trade the marshals, which now I wanna do, because I am so much material. I don't know what this piece is, but if it's a major, it will either hit the bomb or get traded with my major. But if I'll get a time, I'll put there my colonel, which would be great, because then either it's gonna be either I will win the major to the bomb, or I will win the major by colonel. If it would have been something else and I revealed my colonel to that would have been okay. Anyway, he hit the bomb with his major, so now I am up way too much strong pieces, and he resigned. I think some of the bluffs I made were very instructive. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please leave a like. That's all I have for you.